Everyone, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the 118th President of the Minneapolis Area Realtors, Jerry Moscowitz.
And I'm just supposed to talk like nothing's happened. I'm humbled to be speaking to you as the 2023 president of MAR. It's never been part of my plan, but here I am. Some of you know me well, but many of you don't know my story. You might know a little bit through my association work or my time with RE/MAX Results. But here's a little bit about me. I grew up in South Minneapolis, 22nd in Lindale, above Hum's Liquor Store, lived in an apartment. Stayed there when my father passed away when I was 10 years old, and we ended up moving over to North Minneapolis, and that's part of my story there. My mother was a landlord at an apartment to make ends meet, and it really made a difference in my life the way I look at housing going forward. The sales part, I started young. I was doing newspaper subscriptions when I was 10 years old, doing door-to-door. Then did them over the phone. They even used me for a subscription. They had the afro. I'll admit it, you're trying to picture me with an afro right now, right? Right? But I had an afro, and it was good. It was good. It was good. There's pictures. We got pictures. And now, fast forward. In about the mid-'80s, 1985, I got into real estate. And I was with a company named with Thorpe Brothers. If you know who they are, you're an old-timer. They went out and were bought by Edina Realty many years back. But what I found was, even though I was good in sales before, it's a lot like today. It's a lot easier to get a real estate license than it is to be a successful realtor. And after 6 years, I hung it up. I wasn't ready. Did different jobs, but in the early 2000s, I was selling directory advertising, and one of my accounts was a person I used to work with, a friend, now at RE/MAX Results, John Perkins. And he said he had a team, and he thought I would be a great fit to get back into real estate. And that I did. So thank you, John. I appreciate it. I discovered the business had changed, but I was also better prepared for what it took to be a realtor. A driving force between who I am and why I do what I do is my desire to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to own a home. Growing up like I did, owning a home was something that rich people did, was rich people had. We can talk now about our house is smaller or bigger, but when you grow up never living in a house, period, is something special. I didn't live in a house until I was age 26 and married. Having a house was surreal. I remember sleeping on hardwood floors the night of the closing. Our apartment had a broken air conditioner. Katie and I had a 3-month-old, my oldest daughter, Brianna, and the temperature in our third-level apartment was 100 degrees. Fast forward to my time, once I got involved, was my time with MAR. I decided to get involved with MAR 2017, 2018. After seeing communications from the association, I had a feeling I needed to serve, that I'd been a freeloader too long. I'd had a successful career, and I was doing fine in real estate, but I knew that there was more, that I should at least try to get involved and see if it was for me. I thought I'd try it for a year, and if it doesn't work out, well, at least I tried. I applied for MAR's Government Affairs Committee, and remember sitting in that room feeling so far over my head. My colleagues' knowledge was so deep. I think of the people like Fran Davis and Pat Paulson, who are so knowledgeable and had given so much here. I really didn't talk much the first 6 months. I just listened. And I tried to learn as much as I could. In 2019, they asked me to be the vice chair. And then in 2020, I was chair of government affairs. And it was a big year. I was also elected to the board of directors. Around this time, I was also helped with Minnesota Certified Residential Specialist, which I don't need to go into quite as much because Emily covered that for me. Thank you, Emily. But I will hit on it a little bit is that Emily Green was my first call when I wanted to build a team. I looked at people who had the designation. And Emily and I had had a couple of deals in the past. And I think we had this respect for each other. I guess I would put it that way. And I reached out, and she was very involved. But she said, yep, I'll be your vice. And that together we helped build CRS back up in Minnesota. I no longer have leadership roles with the designation, but I've remained in touch with everyone. And I'm honored that the National CRS President for 2022, Holly Woodward, is here tonight. Flew in from Oklahoma, which I'm very grateful for. Serving at MAR and CRS has given me some amazing role models like Emily. Seeing people like Emily lead and treat others like she cares about every single person, I want to be like that, even with those you don't agree with. Kath Hammersing is another person I looked up for her ability to lead people. She knows no fear, and she'll challenge you and push you. But she's making you be the best you can be. Holly Woodward has an amazing ability to connect with people that leaves you feeling inspired. Denise Mazzone. Drive and determination for making change is second to none. For a person who always told me how early she had to go to bed, it was amazing how often I saw her at evening events constantly supporting home ownership. Looking ahead to my year as president of MAR, I'm excited about continuing the association's work to reduce racial disparities in home ownership. It's important to follow up on our apology and initial policy actions and expand this work to other parts of the industry. We're also working to diversify our membership. Through programs like the States Association's Pathway to Achievement, we need more people who can explain the business to others. Another goal of my year as president is to make sure the organization continues to be something our members are proud of. That means an association that is well-run, has good physical health, and offers programs and classes to help inspire people to do better and go further. Among our challenges is opening our members' eyes to all that we offer in addition to the MLS, and changing the way people think about important issues like sustainability and how they can make a difference. We need to reach members where they're at and show the good deeds we do, especially through the realtor-supported MAR Foundation and things like our Good Neighbor Award. We have a lot to be proud of. Behind all of these efforts are amazing past presidents and realtor members. They give their most valuable asset, their time. They could be doing other things, but they see the importance of the work that they do. And we couldn't do any of it without CEO Carrie Chang and the rest of the staff at MAR. I would like them to come on stage with me to be recognized. Some of the names and faces you may recognize, and many you won't, but they all make a difference for what we do. Please show them the same appreciation for work that they do that you've just shown me. A big thank you to everybody, and did someone get a picture? As we work together over this next year, I hope you see me as genuine, honest, and easy to reach. I'm just another realtor member that decided to take this on because of their belief in how important our work is. I have the same concerns about the business as you do, and I have the best interests of our industry and association at heart. I've always wanted to make a difference, and I want to thank my wife, Katie, and daughters, Brianna and Nicole, for their support as I pursue this work. I also want to thank my work family at RE/MAX Results for being here and all of your support as well. We have much work ahead, and I'm excited, humbled, and honored to be your 2023 Minneapolis Area Realtors President. Thank you.